Some people can't answer simple questions about their childhood, not because it was horrific, but because somewhere along the way, childhood just stopped. No dramatic turning point, just a quiet moment when the weight of adult responsibilities landed on a very small set of shoulders and never fully left. Psychologists call it parentification, when a child absorbs roles that were never theirs to carry. But the clinical term misses the texture of it entirely. It doesn't capture what it costs a 9-year-old to hold a household together, to read a room before they can read a novel, to become the emotional anchor for the very people who were supposed to anchor them. Here's the part that's rarely discussed. That child doesn't disappear when you grow up. They just go underground and keep running the show from there. The skills developed in survival mode are genuinely impressive. Emotional intelligence that most adults never develop. The ability to sense tension before it breaks the surface. Effortless competence in crisis. The world loves this version of you. Reliable, self-sufficient, low maintenance. Society rewards it constantly, but nobody asks what it cost, because those same skills carry a hidden price. Asking for help feels shameful. Rest triggers guilt, not relief. Vulnerability, even with people who are safe, feels like standing on a ledge. And being needed, that became the closest thing to love you knew how to trust. So you're drawn to people who need fixing. You stay hypervigilant in relationships, waiting for something stable to collapse, because stability was never guaranteed before. Consistent love doesn't feel like safety. It feels suspicious, like something you're about to lose. The exhaustion underneath all of this is real. Not laziness, not weakness. It's what happens when a nervous system spends decades in emergency mode, never receiving the signal that it's finally okay to stand down. Here's what healing actually requires, and it's less glamorous than a breakthrough moment. First, grief. Real grief for the childhood that was spent managing everyone else's. That version of you deserved softness, and acknowledging that isn't self-pity, it's honesty. Second, the slow, uncomfortable work of separating your worth from your usefulness. You are not valuable because of what you produce or who you stabilize. You were valuable before any of that. You just weren't shown it. And third, learning, probably for the first time, how to receive. To be held instead of always holding. To be a beginner at being taken care of no matter how old you are. That child who carried everything, they did something extraordinary under impossible conditions, but they don't have to keep carrying it. It's safe.